but it isn't pod racing. Hey.
All right.
Listen, I won't keep you, but I have some notes on the script you sent.
For the Phantom Menace?
That's the one.
Okay.
We'll start with a positive. It feels like a really good premise, different to the original trilogy.
Yeah, an original premise is important.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing.
Hey, I'm just commenting specifically on dialogue, so...
Can we just get on with it, yeah?
Okay, so in the first scene, Palpatine casually tells some alien creatures and some droids to kill the Jedi.
What's the line exactly?
Kill them. Immediately.
Without the voice?
Kill them immediately.
Right.
Right, well, presumably Palpatine knows the droids wouldn't just be able to kill them immediately.
Go on.
I mean, would an evil Sith not know Jedi aren't that easy to kill?
It's in one of the books.
Is it?
Probably.
Okay, well, next we have these racial stereotype aliens asking, where are those droid decars?
Right, yeah.
What's a droid decar?
They are Italian.
Italian.
Droid decar, like DiCaprio or De Niro.
Right, and then next Jar Jar is introduced, and it sounds like his dialogue is designed to annoy people.
Which dialogue?
The dialogue, moi moi, I love you, you saved my again.
Oh yeah, that's great dialogue.
You think it's okay for a character in Star Wars to say, excuse me?
My wife actually suggested that line.
How is her homemade soap business going, by the way?
Good, thanks.
And she's still gluten intolerant?
Yeah.
Weird how that just started in her mid-30s.
Listen, can we get on? Because
Okay, so next you have a droid asking Qui-Gon where he's taking some prisoners. And then Qui-Gon says, we're taking them to Coruscant. And then the droid repeats the question and says, where are you taking them? So, what's the thought here?
Oh, I had just seen Zoolander, and there's that bit where he says, why male models? And then David Duchovny tells him why male models, and then Zoolander says, well, why male models again? Well, that made me laugh, and I thought we could try it here.
So you think that works in this scene? This scene in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Well, next you have Anakin showing Amidala his droid.
What? That does not happen.
It does. Anakin says that he's a protocol droid designed to help Mum.
Oh. I thought you meant... Never mind.
While this droid, it's C-3PO.
Cool, huh?
I just struggle with Darth Vader building C-3PO.
Why is that?
I just don't know what you're expecting people to feel seeing this. It's such an odd detail, and it kind of clouds the context of the originals.
Don't give me that context of the originals argument. Look, I've tried to do a good thing. I've tried, alright?
I know, I just wonder if everything you try is coming off.
Never heard her.
What's that?
Nothing.
Moving right along. Next, Qui-Gon tells Anakin's mum that the Force is unusually strong with him.
Classic Star Wars.
Yeah. So why include midichlorians?
Just to science it up a bit.
Yes, but if Qui-Gon knew the Force was strong with him, why would he do a midichlorian count? Even if that was a thing. Luke didn't have one.
Good point.
So you'll make sure they take it out?
I'll certainly look into it.
Thanks. Later, Anakin's friend says, "This is so wizard, Annie."
What's your point?
It's just annoying. It's annoying dialogue.
All the kids will be saying it.
Will they?
I wish this meeting were a bit more wizard.
Okay, next you have, after the pod race, Anakin says to his mum, "I will come back and free you." But why doesn't she just go with them?
Because she's a slave?
Yeah, I know, but she's just living in a house, unbound. Why wouldn't she just think, screw Watto, I'm out of here?
She took an oath not to leave.
Did she?
In the novels.
It's not in the novels.
Listen, can we hurry up?
Right, a little later, Amidala says the courts are taking even longer than the Senate.
What's wrong with that?
It's not that line in particular, it's just there's a whole lot of politics. I can't say I'm sure why it needs to be so full on. You've got taxation of trade routes, votes of no confidence.
There's going to be a straight to TV series that's going to deal with all that.
Oh, okay. Well, next you've got Amidala saying there'll be nothing left of our people and our way of life. And in fact, she keeps talking about the suffering of her people, but we never see it.
Yeah, I kind of thought it's kind of like Shakespeare, isn't it?
I don't think so. All the talk about her people suffering without showing it, it feels somewhat detached. So why don't you take out a politics scene and add something so that the audience can actually connect with the suffering of her people?
Budget problems.
Budget.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the strangest lines towards the end of the film, Anakin says, now this is pod racing. And you italicized and underlined this. Was there supposed to be another pod race we didn't see?
Well, it's like you thought that was pod racing, while this is pod racing.
So, why does he say now this is pod racing?
Listen, my wife suggested that line.
But it just seems like he's going to be flying around normally.
What are you going to do?
But it isn't pod racing. Okay, well, couldn't we have Anakin try a very specific maneuver in the actual pod race and it goes wrong and he recovers, but it doesn't go according to plan, and then he tries the maneuver again in the battle at the end and pulls it off, and then you could say, now this is pod racing. It still won't be pod racing, but at least there's some payoff.
No.
Okay. When Qui-Gon dies, Obi-Wan shouts, no. Could he say, I don't know, anything else?
No. No.
Well, thanks. That was productive.
Yes, it was.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed that, please click the like button. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about all our weekly videos about film and TV. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.